Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to my channel and let's review Ski Jumping Pro VR for PlayStation VR. There is a good reason why this game releasing at this time of the year, because 4Hill tournament is just around the corner, so of course all of the ski jumping fans might want to try a VR game. We didn't have VR ski jumping game. Myself, big fan of ski jumping. If you don't know, in Poland is one of the biggest, if not the biggest sport, so a lot of interest probably in this game as well. I've been playing ski jumping games since forever, since they started coming out on DOS back in the day, little 2D games, but also, you know, there was releases on PC and on mobile, so this one I was looking forward to. Now, is it good or is it bad? Let me tell you all about it. First of all, in this game you've got Continental Cup and World Cup. Continental Cup is just basically World Cup, but all the tournament names are taken off, so you've got that big long part of the game, which is kind of boring eventually. And also you've got your World Cup, and down there you've got included 4Hills tournament and also Flying tournament, and also you've got Team Cup. But in this team, you're just playing by yourself, so it's a bit strange. Now you can control this game with DualShock or with moves. DualShock utilizes thumbsticks and 6 axes, but with moves, of course, it's gonna be a lot better. Now the best way to play it is sitting down to jump. You have to push yourself down with the move controllers like you would off normal bench, and then you have to keep your hands in front of you and kind of balancing them to make sure you are straight, and then when you jump you lifting them up and balancing again. So this is not the technique what ski jumpers using, so definitely if you are a fan of the sport, this will take quite a bit of the immersion away, because this is the technique what they used back in the black and white television days. Those days they put in their hands behind the back, of course, on to the side, but sadly with VR, especially PSVR, that's something what it probably couldn't be done, because as we know, when you put your hands too much to the back of yourself, PlayStation VR tracking goes like, oh okay, I don't know what's happening, I just gonna guess that you holding move controllers in the middle of your forehead or something. So therefore you have to keep your hands kind of above your head, then you can spread them to do V-shape. But definitely it's not the technique what real ski jumpers are using, and therefore there is another thing what they couldn't do because of that, which is taking your hands away, so you only see your legs. With hands, of course, you would have hands in front of you and it would look just stupid. Now, you can do trainings in this game. You can just go and train if you want to, and then little bar progresses and gives you a point eventually before every tournament, or you can buy the skills, and buying it's easier, and you buying them by earning money with winning jumps, and also you earning stars. You can get sponsors as well, pay for those with the stars, and they will multiply amount of money you winning. Graphically you can tell it's a mobile port, but it looks alright. The variety of hills are very nice, they've done a good job with that. They kind of recreated like real ones, but you know, it's not fireworks, but also it's not too bad. You've got nice little shaking effect when you're going down the hill, so that's okay, you can feel the speed, and then off you go, you jump. One problem I've got with this game is the difficulty level. It's just too easy and you cannot change it, so you're gonna start winning from the beginning of the game, even though you cannot even reach K point, which is terrible short jumps. The opponents will scale up a bit as well, but you'll be scaling up faster by them, so you know, they could have give you a choice. Also on PlayStation VR I had few drifting issues, like when the screen goes slightly to the side, so I had to recenter a lot, because if not it was just ruining my amazing jumps. But anyway, what I didn't like in this game as well, it's tons of loading screens all the time. I wish the load times was faster, but what can you do, they have to load different hills, of course, because that's what you do, you jump in them, and it would be a bit boring if you jump on same stage all the time. Now, there is no leaderboards or no online component in the game, so you're kind of fighting with yourself, trying to get your ski jumper in training to 100% and get gear for 100%, but this is a ski jumping, so that's what you're going to be doing over and over again. The opponents' names, they kind of made up, so they're not real. Sometimes you can work out who they meant, but you know, it's not like if you are a fan you will be missing those real names. You cannot edit your own name, you're just gonna be your PSN tag, whatever you choose. Now the hills are in the proper places when they are in the real world, so at least there's that. Still, I enjoyed this game, I enjoyed playing it, I think it's nice step in the right direction, and I hope it's gonna be annual release that, and I hope they're gonna address some issues what I've had with this game. Bit more budget would be nice, but I don't know if it's worth it for this type of game, because of course it's got very limited audience. but also I think big audience, especially in the part of Europe when I come from and Scandinavian and that. I think in Japan they like this as well, so that's okay. But anyway, it's not a perfect game, but I enjoyed it. It's got few issues. It's not the amazing VR ski jumping game what you always wanted, but still it's the step in the right direction, and I can see this game being enjoyed by many people anyway, even with those little issues. But also I would like to see some improvements in the future. But anyway, let's go on to the score. I'm gonna give Ski Jumping Pro VR 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but definitely it's not great as well. If you are a fan of this sport and you're gonna buy it, you're probably gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have to get used to strange jumping technique, but also they add in a few bits and bobs to keep you interested, like those training stuff and stuff like that. Sadly, no leaderboards, no online. It's just the game for you to enjoy by yourself. So it's kind of lonely experience. It's a bit on an expensive side for what you get, but I know people who like ski jumping gonna get it anyway. So that's my review, and of course, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.